St. Anne parishioners. Welcome to this quick video tour of our pew missals titled Word and Eucharist, or Palabra y Eucaristía. All contents in this book are laid out bilingually, with English on the left page and Spanish on the right. Now the front of the book, starting on pages 6 and 7, contains the full order of Mass, including the musical notation for simple chanted Mass parts. For example, the introductory rites here are followed in the pages ahead by the simple chanted Gloria in English and Spanish, starting on pages 16 and 17. We recommend using the white ribbon marker for the Order of Mass section. And the pages of this section have a red binding edge on them. Beyond that, a number of gray-edged sections can be found, containing the full liturgy of the Word for Sundays and holy days. The readings for Sundays of the church year happen in 3 cycles, rotating annually, and the new liturgical year always begins on the first Sunday of Advent. We have a gray section for Year A readings, for Year B, and the third for Year C. Let's turn, for the sake of example, to the 26th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year B, which happens to be the weekend ahead of when I'm filming. There is an entrance antiphon text provided here, which may or may not match the one that we're singing, as the church tends to give a few different entrance text options. So plan to use the order of worship for the entrance antiphon. See our other video about that. Once the liturgy of the Word begins, you can set aside your order of worship handout and follow all of the proclaimed scriptures here. The first reading, the responsorial psalm, if it's done at that Mass, the second reading, the gospel acclamation, and the gospel. We recommend using the red ribbon marker for this section. Now, if you can't remember what week we are currently in, check the pre-Mass wall announcements, or the front of the bulletin, or the media boards. Or maybe turn and consult your neighbor in the pew to remember. Which week of Ordinary Time are we on today? The fourth gray section is dedicated for the readings of the Paschal Triduum. This means Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday. And the last section of the book is for feasts and holy days, with dates printed along the bottom margin. For example, coming up within the next month would be the Solemnity of All Saints. And I can flip through the feast section, observing the dates at the bottom to find those readings for November 1st. When you arrive to Mass, be sure to pick up one of these orders of worship from the entrance. Have it and the missal handy throughout the liturgy. Sharing a missal with your elementary age children and following along together during the readings and the gospel is a wonderful way to focus on the Word of God. Maybe consider turning your car ride home into a discussion on the gospel or the homily. And please, be sure to leave the missal neatly in the pew rack after Mass. We have 1 book per rack, as well as some in the Juan Diego Chapel and the under-seat shelves of chairs in the back of church. May the Word of God, sharper than any two-edged sword, permeate our hearts and our minds. God bless you.